Hello, this is ClockUp321. This is tutorial 007, and this is the fourth time I've fully recorded this tutorial because of software mess up over and over again. And today we're going to go over the anchor link, which is in HTML. And we're going to go over the order of operations with math, and two more functions that has to do with math, and then one string function. And I'm just going to do Control Y because I'm too tired of having to type everything over again. So first of all, we can enter in HTML inside the top here. It does not have to be within the PHP code itself. It can be wrapped around or within it. So an HTML code kind of starts out with a tag, less than, the identifier, and then the greater than symbol. And each HTML element ends with kind of a breaker or a closing. And that's kind of what this / signifies. Now, an image entity or element closes itself because it does not need or have text within it. Now, we can set the HTML by putting a space after the identifier and then putting in the value name right here. And then we could put equals, and then we could put the value within it. And I'm going to put in question mark, which refers to this file that the viewer is currently looking at, and var equals 1. And I'm going to put in here hot tacos for the text. And I'm going to save here echo request var and save. Now if I go here and refresh, I'm going to see hot tacos, and I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm clicking it and it says 1. Well, that's because I'm echoing out what I just typed in. Now I can change it to 8 and save it. If I click on it, it's still setting 1 in the HTML because this is the old page. Now if I click again, it's going to say 8. Now I can do, I'm going to just take this out for now. And the way that that math goes is like, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, as the kind of school thing goes for remembering how it goes. Now it starts out with parentheses, then exponential, and then multiply, then division, or then add, which is plus, and then minus. And the plus and minus can interchange, and the division and the multiplication can interchange. Now I'm going to say 4 times 3, which is 12, and I'm going to divide that by 2 times 2, which is 4. And I'm going to save it and comment it out right here so I can say the HTML for you guys. Then I'm going to refresh it. And it's going to be 3. Now, as you can see here, 12 divided by 4 is going to be 3 because this 4 gets nullified. Now, I can go on and kind of copy it again here and put in a breaker in the HTML. And I can switch around the values so that instead I've moved the 3 over here and it's multiplying these 2 times 2. So it's 4 divided by 12 now, since 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 times 3 is 12, and that's pretty much it. Now I should get here a simple 3 because of that, and then I'm going to see here I should get 1/3. If I save it and refresh, I do. Now, and I can kind of go on ahead and say minus 3. Whoops. And then save. Hopefully there's not... Oh, crap. And I guess from now on I have to and type it in myself and refresh it. And as you can see, it's negative 2/3. Now, I can go on and kind of take these things and echo them away. Comment them away. Now, I've gone over kind of the operations of math and kind of over the link a little bit, and I'll go with it more in the future. Now, I'm going to go over the square root, and it's kind of for short, sqrt, and I could put in 4 because we know that the square root of 4 is 2. And if I put in 16 and save it, I'm going to get 4. And I can go ahead and do the square root of 16, which is 256, a binary number, and refresh it. An interesting thing is that Russia has declared an official holiday for programmers, by the way, on the 256th day of the year, which is September 13, unless you're on the leap year, is September 12th. Now, going on, I'm going to put this out, and then I'm going to say echo ABS, and that stands for absolute value. What absolute value does is it pretty much just drops the negative in a nutshell. So I can put 50 and save it, and then it's just going to tell me simply 50. If I put in 500, or negative 500 really, and save it, I can refresh it, and it's going to be 500. Now, I can go on and I'm going to introduce the next function, which is for strings. And that would be trim. And it's really, really useful when you're trying to get values from the user, because there might be spaces by accident that they put in. And like especially if it has to do with numbers. Now, I could say trim, and I'm going to put in a bunch of enters or new lines, put a couple tabs, and put in bunnies with a Z, and put another more enters, and then more tabs and spaces, and then save it. And you're not going to notice anything here because in the renderer, well, this is already kind of processed and trimmed, so you're not going to notice anything there, but the source kind of shows really how it is. And as you can see, there's not really any more than one line. However, if I go here, I put a dot at the beginning and save it, then it's going to trim up until the first character, which is the dot. And I'm going to take out this thing here and refresh. As you can see, there's that dot, and then here's all this space, and then that. However, there's no more space after this. So if I put another dot here and save it and refresh, then here's this new dot, and I can kind of collect up to here until that dot. And that's pretty much what it does, is it cuts out all this white space. You can kind of get, it looks white, and then it saves it as a value, and then I can echo it. And that's pretty much for today. Pretty simple, to be honest. And I can kind of copy this back to the beginning so you guys can see the code on my site. And that's it for today. The next tutorial, 008, is going to have I'm going to introduce the HTML form in it and how to submit variables, and I'm going to show you how to let the user be able to insert variables of their own instead of just hard-coded links with the anchor tag here. Now, and like, it's pretty good if you're trying to do math-related stuff, so they don't have to type everything into the URL. You never actually want to do that in the future for real sites. Now, and I'm probably going to go a little bit more over with the HTML and go over more with the trim function. But that's it for today. Signing off, I'll go 3, 2, 1.